What's
start?
Yeah, sure. What's the sense around here this morning, this afternoon, as you guys come back home?
Well, I think it's just kind of a reality, sense of reality staring us in the face. We're down 3-1, obviously, so we got to win tomorrow. Momentum can shift quickly in the playoffs. We've seen that in the last couple of years. So let's take care of business at home and get some momentum back, and we got a chance.
The team was pretty tough on themselves last night. A lot of your players disappointed. Draymond Green on the list. Are you concerned at all about your team's psyche and confidence?
No. Draymond always blames himself every time he goes over the top. It's not his fault. He didn't play a good game last night, but nobody did. And I like that he's accountable. I like that other guys, Steph, same thing. Everybody wants to take the win, but it's us. It's all of us. It's coaches. It's players. We have to do better, and we're confident that we will. And we got a day here to kind of clear our heads and get back to work tomorrow.
What was it playing?
It was not festive. It was quiet.
Was it productive at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, we always watch the game tape. The coaches do on the computers, and so we talked about some possible adjustments, and we'll meet upstairs after I'm done here and watch the tape and spend the rest of the day coming up with our game plan for tomorrow night.
Steve, Bogut provides a lot of your rim protection. He's only averaged 14 minutes in the series.
Yeah.
Is he just a matchup issue, or is he just not well?
He's fouling. He's got 13 fouls in 56 minutes. He's almost fouling out of every game in 10 to 15 minutes. He's got to be smarter with his fouls. We need him out there. He's a +7 last night in 11 minutes. When he's out there, we rebound better. We've got a good passer out of the post. We want to play Bogut more, but he's got to stay on the floor.
No, Steve Kerr.
Westbrook, what specifically makes him such a
He's just explosive, and he's relentless in transition, so he's constantly attacking. And you have to be diligent about getting multiple guys back, building the wall in front of him. The last couple of games, on the floor, he really got through our defense in transition a lot, and those were killers. And then, he's always attacking the rim, so he's going to get to the line a lot. We've got to do a better job of not fouling. But he's a great player.
Are you committed to Curry primarily guarding Westbrook?
No, not necessarily. Actually, for the most of the series, we've had Clay on him. We've started Steph on him, but Clay has guarded him mostly. But Clay was in foul trouble last night, which necessitated the change, and that'll change from game to game. But that was last night. Steph ended up on him more because of the foul trouble.
I know Curry is not going to use the knee as an excuse, but everybody arguing. A source close to Steph says he's playing at 70% at best. How does he look to you?
Is that sources with knowledge of the team's thinking? That's my favorite. My favorite expression these days. Sources with knowledge of the team's intimate thinking. Who would that be? I don't know. Nobody has said anything about Steph being 70% to me. Our training staff, relatives, friends, sources with knowledge of our team's thinking. Nobody has told me he's 70%. So apparently they told the media, but they didn't tell me.
How does he look, though, to you? Does he look as explosive as he's been?
No, I think the last couple of games, obviously he hasn't played as well as he can. He looked great in game 2. He got free. I know he's not injured. If he were injured, he would not be playing. Is he bothered a little bit? Perhaps. By the layoff. I mean, he went 3 weeks without basically playing a game. So he just may not be quite where he needs to be, but it's not an injury. That's the important thing to know. And this is a reality. Playoffs, nobody cares. Everybody has issues and injuries, and we got to play through all that stuff.
Do you have to rethink how you defend Robertson? He's really done a good job.
Yeah, you heard it. We were very, very careless in terms of roaming off him. and he did a good job moving without the ball. They put him in a lot of screens and that kind of stuff, which we expected. And the tape showed a glaring deficiency defensively in terms of accounting for him. So it's one thing to play off a guy, it's another thing to forget about it. We were forgetting about it, and that can't happen.
Did they game plan to figure out how to exploit that, you think?
Yeah, they've done a good job. You know, we've talked about that since the first two games. You know, what would we do? You know, and we always do that. If we were in their shoes, what would we do? I'm sure they do the same thing. I think most coaching staffs do. And so this is exactly what we expected, what we're seeing, but we're not executing what we are trying to accomplish. So we have to reevaluate.
I know, I'm sure teams coming back with 3-1, particularly in the conference finals. I mean, I don't know if you can talk to your team, but what would make this situation different for this team?
Well, we are the defending champs. Most teams that are down 3-1 in the conference finals, I don't know the stat, but I'm guessing most of them weren't the defending champs. We feel very confident. You know, we've got potentially 3 games, 2 of them at home. We knew after we lost game 1 we were going to have to win 1 game in OKC, and we failed our first 2 chances. So take care of business at home, and we'll have 1 more swing down there, and like I said, see what happens.
Steve, if you were asked to put a percentage on Steph,
I have no idea. I don't do that. You know? So, I mean, our training staff has not come to me and said anything over the last week. So, if he were struggling with anything, I would know.
Steve, is there a coaching technique that you haven't tried yet that could get this team to cut down on the sloppy turnovers, which feed OKC's transition basketball?
Well, you know, it's interesting. Our turnovers really were not a problem in the first 3 games of the series for the most part. I shouldn't say that. We had 1 stretch late third quarter of game 1. But games 2 and 3, we kept our turnovers down. Last night was inexplicable. You know, they forced some, but it felt to me like the vast majority were just silly passes through traffic, trying to go over the top, lazy passes. We were not sharp. We were not prepared to play last night, and that's my fault. That's my job as a coach, is to have them prepared, and we were out of sync last night.
You said the same thing after game 3.
So,
That you didn't have them prepared well,
yeah.
and that nobody played well. And you
Yeah.
said right here a few minutes ago that nobody played well last night.
well, except for Clay. I think Clay played well last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. Look, when we play like that, it's our fault. It's you know, everybody's fault. So it's my job to prepare the team to play. It's the team's job to take care of the details and follow the game plan. It's our job collectively to figure things out, players and coaches, as the games go on, and we haven't done that. So we all take blame.
Steve, obviously you guys faced during the season. You missed the first 43 games, and you played with the pressure and the target on your back. But you never had that stretch of games where you were really out of sync and you lost multiple games in a row. Now you're doing it in the postseason with the highest stakes. Is it hurt not having that experience of having to battle yourself out of one of those stretches?
No, I don't look at it that way. This team has been together for actually longer than I've been together for several years. Over the last couple of years, we've had to battle out of plenty of adversity. The season did go obviously really well for us, and we didn't have any long stretches for play. But we knew what to expect come playoff time. It's a totally different deal. You're playing obviously great teams, especially as you get deep in the playoffs. We're playing a team that's playing at a really high level right now, so we have to match that and exceed that. And you know, the good thing is it's best of 7. We still have a chance.
Draymond is so good, but are you worried at all that he's sort of gotten inside his own head and kind of isn't sure what's up?
Yeah, but Draymond, by his own admission, was not himself last couple of games, and I'm always 100% confident in Draymond and his ability to respond to adversity. That's what he's all about.
What do you make of the fact that maybe for the first time he hasn't?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, usually it's 1 bad game and then he bounces back and plays great. This time it's 2. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and he'll play much better.
Usually the team beats
Difficulties that they're small.
Excuse me?
The difficulty is that they're so
lineup is giving you?
Well, their small lineup is a lot like our small lineup.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a lot of talent and versatility, and you go small, there's a reason it's difficult to guard. You got a lot of floor spacing. You got a lot of guys who can put the ball on the floor, make plays, and so it's a similar dynamic to what we do. And right now, their small group is outplaying our small group. I'm confident that can change, but we've got to fix some things.
Is there? I know you guys didn't underestimate him. Do you think people tend to forget that Durant is 7 feet tall and become a much better defender?
If people forgot that, we certainly did. You know, we knew coming in exactly what we were up against. You know, Durant is one of the best players in the league. We know that. He has been for 6-7 years. He had a terribly frustrating season last year with the injuries. They've had a lot of frustration over the years, and you know, they're healthy, they're whole, and they are determined. And you know, they want what we have. You know, we have a banner hanging up in here, and we take great pride in that. And it's a hard thing to accomplish, and they've been close, but they haven't done it. And they're coming after us. They're really getting after and playing well and competing. And we got to stand up to that. We got to match up to that intensity. And we know they're going to be talented. So we're going to make tough shots. It's all the small details that we're going to take care of.
Steve, you said to reality, 3 and 3 games.
Right.
I mean, you got to win one, you know, in essence, win one game 3 times. But how do you get them to think in terms of just going after one game as opposed to?
I don't think it's that hard to sort of rationalize it all, really. We're home. We have a chance to regroup in front of our home fans. And if we can do what we've done for 2 seasons, which is protect our home floor, and we're at 3-2, and we have momentum. And we knew, as I said, after game 1, we knew we'd have 3 shots to win on their home floor. And we failed the first 2 times. We just want to give ourselves one more try.
How much of a lift is it?
It's a big lift. You know, I think these are 2 of the best home crowds in the league. Their crowd was great for them. Our crowd is always great for us. So series can change quickly. You know, you get down 3-1, but you have 2 of the 3 at home. That's a lot different than 2 of the 3 on the road. And we need to win one game. We need to change things around and change the.
And you mentioned last night that if you win, you put the pressure on them.
Yeah, correct. You know, that's kind of the thinking going in.
A couple of your players were out here shooting out. A couple of them showed up to loosen up. What happened today?
There they are.
Yeah, but you didn't. Nobody else was here.
You mean in terms of players?
Yeah.
A lot of guys are getting treatment and massage and just taking care of their bodies, but we don't need to be on the court today. There's a day to just kind of get refreshed and come in tomorrow to shoot around and back to work. All right, thanks.